Okay, just turn the mic on. Good morning, L. Morning, L. Just need, I think I need to go ahead and do a little bit of a live broadcast just to keep everybody calm and up to speed of what's going on with the group. I'm not going to go in deep into politics for obvious reasons, but I may touch into it if people do have any concerns, questions about what actually will happen to the glass world. I mean, it is a big deal what happened. It's going to have very huge ramifications on every aspect of what we do, what we all love to do, put it that way. I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm not gloating. I'm not going to, insult nothing. I mean, it is what it is. America strives and survives on free market capitalism. America won yesterday. It's simply that. No one's going to hurt you, take away your rights. If that anything, you're going to have many more you never knew you had. It's been a long 16 years of this suppression. And again, I if you want me to talk about why and how socialism has destroyed America, well, slowly was destroying America. We literally dodged the bullet, okay, yesterday. With that said, I'm including, excuse me, I'm including Stan Glasser's page as well. So I'll pull it up right now. I want to discuss a few topics of late of a spam group that has come along and they're hijacking posts. There's a big difference between sharing a post from a public forum or simply copying and pasting the whole post verbatim on a new format, on a new platform. That's called scraping, cloaking, spamming. It's the intention of it is simply to subvert indexing by search engines. What it's doing, it in most cases, the forums will be okay because under closer scrutiny, any search engines will look at the timestamps of the original posts and realize that the scraping has happened. Unfortunately, Facebook will not do anything about it. I did put in a complaint about the person pretending to be somebody they're not. They're clearly using the name of Stained Glass Patterns Group as their page header, pretending to be us, and as well scraping data from stained glassers and stained glass patterns and reposting for hopes that they're going to disrupt the indexing. These people know what they're doing. They're not simply bad guys. I mean, well, they are bad guys, but not simply kids out trying to cause a little stir. This is serious business. It's been around for a long time. Like I said, it's called scraping, and what it is mirrored content. And what happens is when the content does get indexed through search engines, they use spiders, and through their algorithms, they pull out keywords and image tags, what have you. And once they index it and put it in their indexing, if there is a mirrored content, not just the mirrored content, but the original content, takes a big hit from it. It's spam. It's intentionally done to harm the source. So I don't have a way of going after these people. If it's fair game, it's fair game. But honestly, it's not. It's done in poor taste. Where I see there may be some teeth in it. If the actual person, the author who created a post on any forum, they basically own intellectual property of that post. So, for example, if you show recent work you've done, made a comment on that work, and included the photo, pretty pictures, and what have you, that is now your intellectual property. You posted that with the intention of not being, not having it stolen from you. That's your content. That's your property. So as an individual, you may be able to go after these perpetrators on a one-to-one basis. I can't. The groups, they're not intellectually property protected, other than my post, which I checked very carefully of all the content that was stolen. None of my posts are copied because they know better. I'm not. I know what I'm talking about. And the second, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA, is the agency you want to get involved with. It's the Digital Millennial Copyright Act. So basically saying that once you post something as an author or a creator and put it online in a digital format, whether it be text, imagery, what have you, that is now your intellectual property. Nobody can just take it from you. That's the purpose of DMCA. They are out there to protect people and their rights of copyright and intellectual property. So if you have been copied, contact DMCA. They have a website. Report it. Be careful, don't report the original group because it has the same name. Make sure you give the information of your content, your date stamp of when you created it, when you posted it. Show where it's been copied, where it's out there in public, and the person who did it, if you can. These people, they have names attached, but I honestly don't think they're real. I tried calling one just to say, hey, what's up? Because I'm not playing games, and it turned out to be like a Pizza Hut or something. So the best way is to get DMCA involved. They will contact Facebook and have that content removed. Facebook will not do it. I've tried on many attempts reporting it. Facebook basically said, go pound sand. So unfortunately Facebook works like that. They have uninformed and unprofessional people working there that have no clue what the protection of IP is. DMCA does. That's what they do. So if you have something, you could share a link with them, and they are eager to help. I contacted them a year or two back about issues with a pattern and what have you. It's a long story, but quickly they terminated gave warning to the person who was stealing my artwork, and as well backed me up with Google as far as search results, and had the actual website removed from the internet. They don't play around. You know, in a way, I felt bad. The whole website was shut down. It was just a regular person who felt it was okay to steal artwork and share it. That's what these people are doing as well on Facebook. They're stealing content, you know, whether for personal gain or what have you. You know, for kicks and giggles, it's really not important what they're stealing. So DMCA, I may just go ahead and share a link to it below this. You know, when I'm done with the video here, the online broadcast, I'll share a link to DMCA website. Alright, so like I said, I got stained glasses on today and stained glass patterns. So I'm going to multitask. Please be nice. Hi Ella, good morning. Hi Alita. Sorry, my eyes are blurry, I was up late. Yeah, let's see, let's go. Let's go. I'm going to interact on stained glass patterns first, okay? So here we go. I'm just going to do a quick, maybe 15-20 minutes on each forum. Go over some of the recent. We're going to go ahead and set it up for instead of recent activity. We're going to go ahead and new posts. Recent activity. There's too much going on. Too much political bantering. I'm not interested. If you have an issue with, if you're going to turn a positive post from me about being excited about opening up a glass shop, being able to afford supplies, and have a flourishing glass community that will now exist because of the unfettered regulations that are right down the road. They're going to happen right away. It's going to create an environment, very healthy environment for stained glass. It's not a joke. It's for real. This is going to happen. Congratulations to all. And like I said, I'm not here to banter anybody, get anyone upset. You know, I'm not. That's not my thing. I'm excited about being able to open up a studio again, which I haven't been able to do since I was shut down in 2009 from overreaching socialism. And I mean, you could disagree. It is socialism. It was the regulations that were imposed on business, regulation on manufacturing, the socialism on the economy. You know, it shut me down. That was 16 years ago, and many of you haven't even been doing glass for half as long, or if you have, you know what I'm talking about. It's over. I'm so happy that we finally reached a point in America where, you know, business can survive, and it is that simple. All right. Disagree if you want. You know, say, you know, you're upset because of this and that. You know what? This is not a line item thing. This is the big ball of wax. The recent election will affect everybody. Everybody will benefit. Everybody. All Americans. And that's going to go past our borders. It's going to extend to other places in the world. So, again, you can disagree. You can have your opinions. Nobody's going to take away your right to do this and do that. I'm not going to use the A word because that was a big fighting term. No one's taking that away. It's all safe and sound. And again, I'm in my 60s. I've lived through the ups and downs of I'm going to say soft socialism during the 70s with Jimmy Carter. It was horrific. The times, it was horrible. Reagan came along and put an end to that quickly, and it was all because of need to. They had to stop it, and he did. He stopped it, and it came back. With Obama. Unfortunately, I mean, Clinton was more of a moderate. I actually like Clinton. I would vote for Clinton. I didn't vote that year. It didn't matter. But I would have supported Clinton. He was a moderate Democrat, just like JFK. All the modern day, the Tulsi Gabbards, they're not super progressive. They believe in, you work hard and you earn a living. Clinton was a goofball, but you know what? I'm just staring at this log, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe I should get right into it. But I mean, agree with me. I mean, Gail, what the heck? That's great. Oh wait, that's Blossom Beauty. That's her. That's the group. That is one of the groups that is cloaking the stained glass patterns. All right, so it got me. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, I think Gail, she's not real. So, you know what, Gail? This is what I was battling for days. I don't know who did this piece. You may be able to find out. Somebody posted it somewhere on some glass page, and with this content right here, what I've been doing is searching this text right here. I don't have time to do it. I'm just going to delete it. But if you copy this text, my latest yard art, paste it in the Facebook search, it'll pull up the original content. I guarantee it that this log was made by somebody in some other group. It could be stained glass patterns. It could be stained glassers. But I guarantee it. You search for down here. You could just swipe this. Right? You copy that, paste it in the Facebook search, right at the top. It'll show you this post and the original post, and you could see for yourself. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm just going to get rid of this one. All right, she's gone. So I'm going to remove. In a way, I'd like to leave Gail so she could see that I removed it. In case she's not 100% evil, I could delete her activity and remove her from the group. If I ban her, if I ban Gail, she will not be able to even see the group. So I may just go ahead and delete her activity and remove her from the group. She could still see the group and see that her post has been removed. If she does it again, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. If she does it again, I'm going to ban her and report her. Well, I can't. I'm done reporting people. Facebook will not act on it. They will not do anything. All right. Look, she's also a member of Stained Glassers. That's why I brought Stained Glassers into the conversation today. So I'm administrator for both groups, though I'm not as active on Stained Glassers. This is more a secondary group for my brother, who his ideologies are somewhat different than mine, but nonetheless, it's just another. It's a great group just for people to go and join in, what have you. But she's gone. I got to get rid of her from there too. All right. So that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days, and that's why I'm here. I'm talking. It's first one. All right. First one. She's been removed. Okay. Let's see. All right. I got a few questions. Congratulations on the studio. Oh, not yet, but we're gonna be looking real soon. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I mean, it's not a beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful day, not just for people who support Trump. I mean, that's the craziest thing. It's an American day. It's a great day for America, and it is. I feel like the black cloud is gone. You know, and I'll back it up. I'll give you 10 reasons, 10 good reasons why I believe that. Oh, you know, my say political or social ideologies on it all. I mean, it's not a right-left thing. This goes across all spectrums of people. You know, the days of give me what I want and my entitlements is over. You know, you work for what you want, what you get, what you need, and we're not going to bend over to you know, the woke generation. It's over, guys. I'm sorry. You know, if you have a sexual identity, you know, let's take care of that. Let's, you know, get you to the right place. You know, there's help. If that's what you're going to be, there's help. But you're not going to force your ideology on innocent Americans. That is extreme bullying. I feel so terrible for these girls in sports that are subjugated to this nonsense. It's not healthy. It's not normal. It's wrong. It is an extreme form of bullying. I mean, you can't explain bullying more than guys wanting to compete with girls so they can knock them down and beat them up. I mean, come on. That's what they're doing. They're not just saying, "Oh, I want to play." No, they want to dominate. They want to dominate, and it's all on the backs of, you know, my wokeness, and they're playing off people's emotions. Yeah, I can't think of anybody, and if they did, but I can't think of anybody who would knock down or insult or diminish somebody who has an identity crisis. Okay, if it's sexual or what? They think they're an airplane. If they, you know, people think they're dogs. You know, I'm not going to knock them down. Try to, you know, maybe we could, you know, let them be or help them out. I mean, that's enough on that woke crap for me. I'm really done with it. And the days of nourishing and supporting the woke agenda is done. It's over. It's a good day. Today's a good day for girls in sports. I'll say that. It's a great day for girls in sports. You know, one thing that Trump, as a level-headed politician or leader, said he's going to ban it. Well, you know what? He can say he's going to ban it. It actually has to become law. Has to go through Congress. But as soon as it does, and I know that they will, because there's a mandate now. People don't know what a mandate is. No one's going to be a tyrant. There's not going to be any bloodbaths. The mandate is the will of the people have spoken. The majority of our House of Representatives and Senate, our Congress is now in the hands of the majority of what Americans want. This is a true democratic response to how things are going. This is democracy in action. You could say, save democracy. Well, here's democracy, right here. The will of the people. That's what it actually means. I mean, a true democracy is governed, or government is governed by the will of the people. Most people don't want 6'4" dudes spiking volleyballs in the faces of their daughters. They don't want it. Enough of that. Yeah, girls, you're right, Al Stevens. Yeah, we could move forward. But there's a little sewing up to do. We're damaged. America's hurting right now. We really should not have been pushed this far into this progressive socialist position. It was not balanced. It was unhealthy. A lot of Democrats realize that. That's why things happened the way they did. You take Tulsi Gabbard. She's a perfect example. I mean, she's a Democrat. She's like, hey, this is getting too far. Let's heal. Watch what happens, guys. It's been 16 years. And I could even say further, because Bush, before Obama, was not a open market capitalist. He was a washy Republican. He was a rhino. Him and that whole, even before that, his father. I mean, they were all washy rhinos. Trump is actually, what he is a true libertarian. He believes in protection of your own land. Fighting foreign wars? No, he's against it. He hasn't started it. Libertarians, that's one of their core things. Don't go overseas and fight other people's wars. If they really need your help, you can support them in one way or another, but you're not there to fight them. They believe in fair taxation. Taxation without representation. They believe in protectionism and protecting human rights. I mean, this whole woke thing is seriously violating human rights. Seriously. I mean, you may say, oh, well, it's good for this and good. And another thing with libertarians, they don't, if their ideology stems from one thing: do as you want. It's a freedom and liberty to do what you want, as long as it doesn't impose on the freedoms and peace of and life, happiness of life of others. They are open to. You want to? I mean, you're gay. I'm not going to get into the gay stuff, but you're gay. You want to marry whoever you want. Libertarians say, have at it. They're not going to say no. They are They protect life and liberty, so they are anti-abortion, but there is common sense ways to deal with abortion. And right now, and I wasn't going to go into abortion, but it's a serious subject now. With the elimination of Roe, basically did one big thing. It took abortion out of the Constitution. It wasn't in the Constitution. It took it out of the hands of the government, out of government's control and regulating what women can do or what they cannot do. Here's the deal. Now that it's in the states where it should have never been controlled by the government, it's unconstitutional. It's a state thing. In many states, and I don't have to name them, the abortion laws have been eased up. So you can now go into the 24 weeks and the 9 months if you want, some places. Couldn't do that before. And there's some states that say, hey, you know what, let's take another look at this, the Roe rules of 15 weeks or whatever. Whatever, I don't even know what the term is. It's horrible. I mean, to use it as a political crutch, or I mean, Trump is basically saying, leave it to the states, let them decide what they want to do within the boundaries of the states. It's a constitutional thing. It's the 10th and 14th Amendment of the Constitution. It's the states' rights. It's not the government's. It's not their game. They should not be involved. Roe should have never existed. If anything, all it did was it opened the eyes to the reality of women's choice rights, and that means a lot. Just like the civil rights of blacks in the South, and it was all meant to be done. It had to be done. These things, they grow on their own. The freedom of a woman's right to choose and all that is not taken away. If anything, it's giving more options. So don't believe the hype. I mean, it would be political suicide for Trump to come out and say something like that. Because there is a thing called the right-wing nutjob conservative wing of government, which I hate, by the way. I am not a right-winger. I'm not a true Republican. in a sense. Anyway, enough of that. I didn't want to go politics, but I had to clear the air. It's on record. This is recorded. This is my personal views. They're not wrong. I mean, you could argue, you could say whatever, discuss, have a discussion on it. So I said, here's an open chat. I'm all ears. But I'm not for or against. I said, you know what? I spoke to my doctor. He brought it up in conversation. I said, you know what, doc? It's between the woman and her doctor and her faith. I mean, those three things. Keep the government out of it. Let the woman decide with her doctor. That's it. You're not playing God. That's where the decision should be made. If you want to make a law like that, prescription laws, your doctor can prescribe drugs, do the same thing. And it's a state law, right? I don't know, government, the FDA, that whoever. I mean, it's. I think that honestly, FDA should be disbanded, and the Department of Education should be broken up. So that's where I am. I am so anti-government. It's not funny. I'm a true hardcore libertarian. If you agree with me, fine. If not, I mean, there are laws. You have laws to protect people. There's regulations to stifle growth, to stifle, intuition. I mean, Trump's right to try, with drugs. That's a perfect example of throwing the FDA under the bus. If they had it their way, it would take years and years and years for drugs to even go to trial. It's a big conglomerate, run and steered by big pharma. I mean, it's horrible. So yeah, get rid of all these bureaucrats. But I'm looking at this beautiful cat by Lincoln. Let's see. I hope this isn't another one. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's real. The people using the pottery of late. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to go politics, but I did. And there's some things, it's on your mind. You got to say it. But I want to get back to glass. But look at this cat, huh? That's something else. Oh, I'm peeking at the chat. Cindy, I hope one of the Congress that she speaks to teach yeah. Well, unfortunately, she I have nothing against. Well, it is against Miss Harris. She's just a puppet. She's a puppet for the socialist left wing of the Democrat Party. And make no mistake, she is a puppet of the Obama regime. Joe Biden was placed, Kamala Harris was placed. They're all puppets. It is what it is. It's true. That's what they are. They're just there to, get the agenda through. It's a socialist agenda. Anti-American. People behind it. Barack Obama. He's a proclaimed Marxist. He rubbed elbows with Bill Ayers and Reverend Wright. His pastor was anti-American. He had some beautiful comments about 9/11. I mean, he's in bed with George Soros, who's destined to take down American free market. They're destined to destroy America. Kamala Harris was just the latest flavor. She was she didn't have. She probably didn't even know what the heck she was doing. She's just reading off of, her list. Her teleprompter went down once. I literally freaked out. I couldn't believe it. She couldn't word it. I mean, I'm not scripted. Just talk what's on your mind. Just be careful you don't say the wrong things. But no, I don't dislike Kamala Harris. She it's what it is. But I'm glad she lost. It would have been. It just would have extended this thing for 4 more years, because by then there would have either been a civil war. I'd hate to think where we would be today if Harris won. It really, truly would be civil unrest. And honestly, I think if she did win, it wouldn't be because of people voting for her. And that's my opinion. I think there's something evil going on. Maybe I'm a conspiracy freak, but you look at the crowds in Madison Square Garden. You look at the crowds across the country. You look at the 10-to-1 agenda, positive for America, that Trump was running on. More than 10-to-1. And then the fact that Harris was just never stood on anything. How can it even be close? There simply isn't that many stupid people in this country. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say that, offend anybody. No, I don't believe she got the vote she got legally. But I'm going to look at this cat. Look at those big blue eyes. It's adorable. I really do like it. And with the plates. I hope you're real, Lenka. You really have an eye for it. The pattern alone is awesome. I like your angling, your effects, your lines, and the plates. All right. That thing is good for the soul. I've been crying for 16 years, Cindy. This is no joke. It's really no joke. My family was always self-employed, always involved with, being entrepreneurs. I saw it. I'm old enough to see what socialism has done. And unfortunately, it's a Democrat Party. It's the hard left of the Democrat Party. And I've watched it deteriorate, take away American rights one by one, dribble by dribble. This EV mandate. This is the craziest thing. Most people don't know, with the new Cadillac converters, though you don't want to breathe the exhaust, it turns the catalyst turns the carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. It's the air you exhale from your car. The trees, if you look around, I've noticed it. The trees, the grass, everything is a lot greener because all the cars have the catalytic converters in them. That's no joke. They're pumping carbon dioxide into the air, which is life. It sustains life. Life would not exist without carbon dioxide. So EV mandate alone is a big scam. The global warming, it warms, it cools, it does change. The jury's out. Did man affect a little bit of warming? Maybe. I can't say. I'm not a scientist. But is it going to destroy the world in 10 years? Or it didn't destroy it when they said 20 years ago that we're doomed. It's a scare tactic. The EV mandate is simply it's just for control, and the concept is great. Electric cars, I want to get one. I want to plug it in and drive it around and plug it back in. Maybe put it on one of those charging pads that you don't have to plug it in. I think that's great, but it also scares the heck out of me that these batteries are blowing up. So I'm going to hold off on it. I can't afford one anyway, but the technology is coming along. Look at Elon Musk, right? All right, let's see. I'm going to get back to this. Lenka's at it again. She also did some angels, dragonfly. That blue, that's a dark blue with Dresden blue mixed. That's a great color combination. Good job. Jessica says her mother's China pattern. Yeah. Oh, is that right? She actually had that actual China. Wow, that'd be nice to have. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and scroll a few more. I like to keep up with the forum, the currents. I wanted to get that scammer, whatever person out of the way. I wanted to clear up. You know, I'm not an evil monster politician, you know, partisan hack. I'm not. I am pro-American. I'm pro-freedom. I'm pro-liberty. I'm pro-do what you want. Don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. You know, and get this damn government out of our lives. And we're on the right path. It's not a single issue. It's the big ball of wax. What do we got here? I grew up watching my dad create art glass. Me too. Fuchsia Fallen. Oh, it's a different name. Fuchsia, that's a flower. Flower Fallen. Maybe it's just a stage name? I don't know. I grew up watching my dad create glass art. I could stand for hours watching, helping with the tape and such. This December when I turned 50, he gifted me his stuff and glass. I spent all summer building a studio on the stables in Pakistan. Now I finally dared. So cutting out the real stuff feels good. Like a dream come true. Wow, good for you, FF. That's awesome. You think about your dad every piece of glass you cut in foil. Yeah, that's all I knew. When I was a kid, I could peek over the top of a bench. That's what my dad did. Him and his brothers and his father before him, and so it's a long thing. My family, over 100 years, 120 something years. One of the big reasons why I was so upset about the politics and what direction our country was headed in, with the turn of events 4 years ago, was that I had every intention of opening up a studio with hopes of slowly, dismantling the progressive socialist political ideology. I mean, it was going to happen, but it got cut short with Joe Biden, and I had to stop. I lost a lot of money in 08, 09 from Obama. You know, his regulations, and he killed the glass manufacturing companies. Lead, he killed it. All in the eyes of saying, oh, it's safer for you. No, that's lies. They want to destroy free markets. This is done by George Soros. I mean, what do they want? A socialist utopia? I don't know. America is America because of what we do. We protect the world. And the reason why we're so powerful is because we are a free market capitalist system. Free, keyword, free. Anyway. I had to take my blood pressure medicine. I forgot this morning. All right. What do we have here? That's pretty neat. Is that a sconce? A tripod? Well, I'll tell you. The four panel, is it 2 or 4? I'd like to see more of the work. FF. Let's call it Fuchsia Forla. I could say it. I'd like to see more of your work. Nice stuff. All right, last one. The deer in the corner. These things are the cutest things. If somebody comes up with a jig to anchor these things in the wall, in the windows, reasonably, you're gonna hit a home run. All right, just letting you know. It's all the entrepreneur alert. You invent that, put it out there, you're gonna do well. That's what we do in America. We invent, we excel. Alright? Looks great. It's a cute deer. Perfect balance of pieces. You didn't go too heavy in areas. Deer buddy. Perfect home design. Let me see. This one real? Yeah. It's a shame. I gotta check everyone. So is it real? Alright, now that was, let's see if I can move. Alright, here we go. That was stained glassville. I'm not stained glassville. That's my old forum. I have sleep deprivation. That was stained glass patterns. Now we're going to jump over to stained glassers. This is the second group. With kind of a cutesy name. I came up with that. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and stained glassers. I'm going to interact. Here we go. See, I'm getting good at this. Person who posted the cat posted a lot of their work. It is beautiful. Oh yes. You know, sometimes you see things people make, and I could immediately pull them into a certain group of people, and I'm not putting down the creative or less talented, the you know, people that, I'm trying to say it gently, are just not as good. But there are some people that just, they fit a certain mold of exceptionalism, and I see it right away. You know, I mean, it's hard to explain, but it's like, well, this person makes his stuff. Look at it; it's all so beautiful. They got an eye for it, huh? Yeah, they do. It doesn't come naturally. I mean, for some it comes easily. It's not. They have to think it through. All right. So anybody who wants to be inspired to really excel at what they do, with stained glass artwork, I can give some really good advice how to avoid a failure, or basically, what is that? Taking down yourself, your own mojo, your motivation. One of the greatest things to do is you just need to get out of an environment that's distracting. That's simply that. You know, just remove yourself from a distracting environment. You know, you have to have peace. You want to be creative, something you enjoy. You get euphoria from it. You cannot be distracted. Don't intimidate yourself either. Just do what you feel, and it'll come. If you feel you're not good at something, just keep working on it. It will come. It will come. That's me. What am I doing here? All right. Let's see. Recent activity. We're gonna go to new post. How's that? I didn't mean to shut down that lamp. It'd probably come back up. Come on. Where are you? Oh boy. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go back. Alright. Keith Black. How you doing, Keith? Oh, okay. Speaking of entrepreneurs, Keith's got jigs. Look at that. 15% off. Look at that. Are they 3D printed? Are they just well, I don't know, but they'll probably handle the heat of an iron. Good luck with your business, Keith. You should do well. Especially the spinners. 2x2x4. 4x4x8. Alright, may I make a suggestion? 5x5x10, okay? And you could just use one jig. I mean, you could get a 5x5 and then a 3x3 and be done with it. No need for 4x4. I mean, a lot of spinners are taller than 4 inches. Like 4.5. I make a whole book of them that are 4.5. Right, so technically my spinner pattern will not work. You need a 5x5. You can make my pattern smaller, which people have done. But yeah, you want a 5x5. So, my advice. Alright, let's go on. Alright, did you leave a link where we can buy this? I didn't even notice. Know what this is. Oh, that's from, you're from the Great White North, the Moosin country, in Canada. Alright. Paige Rinke. Hey y'all, let me guess, you're from the South. These are my first 2 pieces. My dogs can't wait to share more. Oh, you made dogs, okay. Lots of pet commissions. The Basset design from Doggone DeMillo. I remember that book. That's an oldie. My cattle dog I drew from my scratch. Cattle dog? You must be from Texas. Let's see, I'm going to look at this image here. There we go. Cattle dog. I suspect you're from Texas. Very nice. I like the simple border. It serves the purpose of adding color and adds strength. It looks nice. Good job. Good job. Let's see. Starting live chat. Yeah, that's us. Alright. Moni Penny. Let's see. Let me see if anyone else. Hello. I'm looking at the chats. Can you guys see that move? I don't know if you can see it move. Top chat. Alright, I'm going to do live chat. See what that is. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see that moving. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go back to Mona. Oh, Moni. I'm sorry, Moni. Moni Penny. Gotta try and get some hair done and maybe sunglasses today. Wow, look at that. And outside's clear. Look at that artwork. Very nice. That's something everybody will be looking forward to seeing done. Very nice. Alright, let's move on. Wayne Robinson. Oh, this is Wayne. Yeah, Wayne's been, he's one of the victims of the cloaking. I'm going to call it scraping, cloaking. I reported it, Wayne. See what moving? It's just all the chat going up and down. Do you see that? Do you see that going up and down? I'm moving it. Yes, okay. Cindy said yes, we could see it. This is new for me. I plan on someday putting a camera up. You guys can see what my ugly face looks like. I'm not ready. I gotta comb my hair. Let's see. Day behind. Or at least, show the birds. I don't know. See. Put a. I really like to see. This is for real, guys. Years ago. I'll say years ago. Maybe. It's when flip phones were around. you know, before the iPhones. I say, wow, I'd like to one day put a camera hanging right over my bench, you know, aiming straight down at what I'm doing, and film my stained glass. You know, film it, and have it on live, like a live webcam, so people can come and go. Say, hey, look, what's Gary doing now? And it's always something I wanted to do, never got around to it. And what I did, it was actually 2000, I don't know, it's a good 15, 20 years ago. I bought a camera that had digital capabilities. It could record, what, 5 minutes of video. And I started recording, and I put it into the computer, and I was doing YouTube back then. Very limited. The quality of the camera wasn't the best. It was 6 megapixels, and at the time that was like insane. It was a very expensive camera. I still have it, but it's always something I wanted to do, is put a live, like, you know, you see those Earth cams, Madison Square Garden. Just keep it on all the time, pointing down on my bench. If any of you have that, let me know. I'll share it. I'd love to share that. You're watching TV. Yeah. I was gonna put the Twilight Zone thing spinning. Let's see. You didn't see that move. No, you couldn't. That was my end. All right. Anyway, yeah. The horses here. Wayne, I think, did you do that ballroom thing? I apologize if you didn't, but I think you did another very intricate thing recently, and you moved on to this. This looks great. The old fire cart with the Dalmatian and the Clydesdale horses. I guess they're Clydesdale. Maybe not. They just got those white things on it to protect them from ashes and stuff. I think that's what that is. Very nice. Can't wait to see it done, Wayne. Report. Share to you as well. Yeah, share to you was another scammer. And I show how to do it. You go to the post, and somebody, you know, no good. You report it. My way of thinking is, if Facebook gets enough unique reports from different people, they may eventually act on it, because it's all about algorithms of Facebook. You know, the more people get involved, the more they have to lose. The more, you know, Facebook is affected by it. You know, they respond to my reports. Doesn't go against community standards. And how does the theft of IP doesn't go against standards, or pretending to be somebody? How that doesn't go against standards? I don't know. Oh, I'm exactly what I'm talking about. I reported it. Harold Jessica. He seems like one of the worst ones. He took Wayne's image. What his text? You know, cut a complicated piece or two. Actual wording from Wayne. Right? Then posted it on his group. Exact post. I reported it. Facebook said they didn't remove it, and they keep the review process as fair. How is that fair? How am I going to believe that you actually feel that this is a real reply to me? This is all garbage. And you've taken a look and found that doesn't go against you. Well, I should be able to hold you accountable. Facebook should be held accountable. It doesn't go against your community standards? What kind of standards do you have? Someone stealing IP doesn't go against your standards? And then I did request a review. And then they came back and they shut me down. Said, yeah, stop reporting it. We received your post. Thanks for letting us know about something that might go against... I mean, no, this goes against the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, DMCA. I mean, this is against the law. Your community standards can go fly. Go take a hike. This is now, and there's legal ramifications for this. Not by me. No one has attacked me yet. But trust me, if and when they do, I'm coming after them. I can't do it for Wayne. Wayne, if you get to see this and hear this, you have every right and my full endorsement and support to contact Digital Millennial Copyright Act. There's an agency. They're there to protect your intellectual property. Go after this guy Harold, Jessica. Real or not, they can get him. They can find him. Facebook will be forced to hand over the information. They don't play games. I had them act on my behalf. I said earlier, somebody just stealing my stuff. Oh, it's on the internet. I can have it. No, you can't. It's not for you, and you can't copy it. And worst yet, they copied it and was trying to sell it. They're selling one of my patterns. I mean, how do you think it felt? I stumbled on this, saw my pattern, exact, being sold elsewhere online. How am I supposed to accept that? And then when I called them out, they lied. They said, "Oh, I drew that pattern 8 years ago." I said, "Well, sorry, Toots. It's in my book that's been published since 2008. 16 years ago, it's published. It's copyrighted content in a book published. And since 1999, the Digital Millennial Copyright Act protects anything digitized that's laid down on the internet. If every file you make, if you look at the core information of that file, it gives an actual date stamp of the date of creation. So if you create a file, a pattern, you can easily pull up that get info, the information on it. It'll tell you the exact date it was made, right down to the minute. Use that information, share it. All I did was copy that. I said, proof, it was the real McGill. I sent the file with all the attributes. And I sent it in, and I said, you know what, who's hurting me most is Google. Because you search Google for this certain pattern, and the other person's, my pattern comes up that they stole from me. So I contacted Google. They shut the web page down. Google is a great partner for copyright infringement. You don't have to file a copyright. All you need is the proof of creation of the date you made it. And also use the Wayback Machine, which saved me. I showed my actual pattern on my website from 2008. I saw my actual pattern elsewhere. And this woman claims she made the pattern 8 years. She just claimed she made it. She lost. You know, how did I draw her pattern 10 years, 8 to 10 years before she thought of designing it? Checkmate. That's how you protect yourself. Don't worry about putting a logo, a big, wording across it. You know what? You make it, digitize it, put it out there, say, this is my property. Basically, people shouldn't take it if it's not theirs. Say, it's my property. It's my intellectual property. You want it? Ask. Want to use it? Ask. Bernie Jones. What happened, Bernie? I'm scrolling without. Anyway, Bernie Jones. You shared something that somebody didn't want shared. So I'm not. No markdown. I'm just gonna remove the post. Okay. It's not showing up. Doesn't show up. Serves no good. Just repost it if you get a chance. No suspension. Nothing weird. All right, Lauren. Thank you, Guy, for the best customer service. Yeah. Don't buy into that. He's all phony. Just kidding. He's my brother. It's a brother thing. Yeah, you know, I'll give you one thing. Guy is a people person. He will bend over backwards 3 times till next year to solve a problem you have. You know, and it's because he really wants to help you. I mean, you know, he's selling the stuff. It's got the money involved, but he really does want to help. He really is a good person. You know, and he's passionate about it. He's not in it just for the money. I mean, it pays his bills, but he's more about. It's always been like that. I mean, he does stupid things too. He's my brother, but he's always had that side of him, very humanitarian. It's from my parents. We all have that. I try my best to be as fair as possible. You know, I'm a little more aggressive though. I'm more of the rebel. The guy's he's a panda bear. All right. Then scroll past again. Oh yeah, another lady in an umbrella. And Phoenix Soul Catcher. Yeah, she does some great stuff. She did a winter scene. And it's just this one is more of a, I don't know. It's just a colorful scene. But yeah, check her out. She does really good stuff. She has an Etsy page. M. Quinlan. M. Quinlan. Quinlan. Okay, Quinlan. I got it. Working on first pattern using paint for shadowing. Yep, that's where you start going into kiln-fired paint for accent work. It's very rewarding, and it takes your stained glass to another level. You know, the non-firing paints, they work, but not well. Once you go into paint where you cannot remove, it becomes a permanent thing. You're in the it's a new ball game. You're in stained glass, real stained glass. Stained glass technically is staining of glass using silver stains, but it also includes all the tracing work that you've done. It's kiln fired. Nice dragon. All right. Do you have a kiln in Sandblasted? Do you plan to have lead lines? That apple pattern, that looks more like a silk screen. The apple could be done, but typically patterns with the honeycomb repeat, silk screen. You know, it's okay. It's just you got two worlds going on here. I don't know. I'd rather see, unless that's, I'm gonna look at it. That's actual painted on glass with enamels, with a brush. Granny Smith apple. I don't think so. I mean, if I'm wrong, I apologize. It looks to me like it's silk screening. Yeah, the honeycomb. You could easily silk screen that. Not easily, but that's how that's done. It looks nice, but it's not going to fetch a premium price if there's no real value to it as far as size or authenticity. If you can't tell it's hand painted, what's the point? It looks nice otherwise. All right, Cody for it. Little project for my wife's office window. You mush bag, you. All right, Cody, what did you do wrong? New office window. $5. Wow. Yeah. Happy wifey, happy lifey. Good job, Corey. You got the couple of what are they? There's a bonus. You get to play your man card once or twice this week. There you go. You did good. Yeah. Women love gifts. We all know that. Very cool. Yeah, very nice. $5. That's a deal. Hobby Lobby. All right, let's see. We're running a little over time, but I had a late setup, and honestly, I'm pooped. I was up late. More cows and butterflies. I think this is going to be our last one. Wendy's. Yeah, I've seen Wendy's Trendies. You could see that she's progressing nicely as a early stage stained glass artist. I'm not putting you down, Wendy. Just saying, I've seen you progress from simpler items, not as neatly done, to this. You've really come a long way. I just wanted to, tell you that. Beware, the hinge police are gonna comment about your ear on your cow, and the horn, and the feet. So just make sure you reinforce that. Say, before you hinge police attack me, I put reinforcement in. Alright, one more. No, I gotta do one more. Oh, this is I can never. I think it's Yeti. Is that Yeti Wooten? Is that Jetty? Somebody tell me. Is that a Y pronunciation? Yeti Wooten? Or is it a jetty, like a J pronounced? Yes, I mean it could be, a handful of dirt. Say, look, honey, look what I made for you. You'd love it. Just kidding. If I ever gave my wife a handful of dirt, she'd throw it in my face. She ain't buying it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Yeti. Yeti, JW. She does some really cute things. I've seen. She's got an Etsy shop. She's got a nice touch of surrealism in her art. Not so much abstract, but very, without saying cartoonish, but it's well balanced for stained glass. This is one of those Etsy people I admire as a designer myself. He does a very good job. Good job, JW. Yeah, isn't that cute? I'm drawn to the fact that how well it's laid out. You got the sun, and it's got a story. That's your morning cup of Joe or whatever. Nice soft colors, well balanced, all the above. It has Gary's approval, and I'm sure there's wire around that handle. I'm sure there is. Which, good job, JW. JW. All right. All right, Anne Marie. I scrolled down, I saw another sun and the moon, and the stars, and a heart. You got the sun, you got the moon, unless that's the moon. Well, you got the rays of the sun. You got compass rose. You got stars. You got a heart. Look at all those elements. That's it. I'm going to read. Second round with this drawing. I love how this one turned out. What was the first? Primarily English muffle. Yes. Light gray water glass on the bottom. Oh, on the field. The sun and the moon rays. Yes. This fish is 16 inches. Copper foil and lead combo. It you go. It looks like you got spun up lead on the outside. Nice colors. It's very soft, easy on the eye. Is that your back window? Or is that window to the road? Yeah, it's a window to the road. You gotta have the grills on it. You don't have to, but typically they have grills on them. It looks good. Sometimes you can walk away from the window a little bit and get a good shot. Or just open the door and take a picture. Yeah, good job. Alright. One more. Now, I saw this the other day. What is that? Looks like seeded aquamarine. I don't know if that's done silk screen. It could be hand done. If it's hand done, that's remarkable. I wouldn't say for sure it's not hand done, but if it is, good job. I mean, it's possible, but for that small piece, it could be that printed stuff they do. But if it's hand done, my apologies. Mouth blown green glass. So, it's tiny. If you're gonna do a hand painting, at least go a little larger. So I suspect it's generated somehow. But it looks nice. Alright, one more. Alright, Gray Street Glass. We're going to close out on you. One of my favorite pieces from last year's show. Didn't sell there, but immediately afterwards, yes. That happens. Thanksgiving. Call her Thanksgiving. Christmas Under the Oaks Holiday Market and Craft Show, presented by Pinellas Women's Club. Yeah, this has a feel of, well, clearly earth tones. It's abstract. To me, I find it appealing. Keep your price. Don't back down. Usually people they figure, I gotta lower the price. I'm glad you sold it. I'm glad you got you. Good for you, Gray Street. I'll check you out someday. Alright, guys, I just wanted to try the double format. I'm going to show you, we have our open page. We got the stained glass form. Let's see, refresh that. Stained glass patterns. And then stained glassers. Let me know if you want me to do both forums or just one at a time. I wanted to do both today simply just, because both groups were attacked by the spammer of late. Yeah, we have to change you, Mr. Skeleton Guy. I like that. The header really caught my eye. The Sugar Skull. But yeah, I had to bring in both groups to discuss a very important subject. And my apologies if you were offended with any of my political ideologies, on or off the group, in the YouTube, or what have you. I'm not, my intentions are not to, break anybody or, besmirch your, it's not it. It comes from the heart, a lot of thought, a lot of experience in life. I say it as it is. I'm not alone. I share the opinions of many. I'm a free thinker. I'm an American, and I'm proud to be able to exercise my right to free speech. If you disagree with me, I see a lot of people. Oh, I'm out of here. It's not a forum for. I made a simple post saying, "Mom and pop glass shops will be popping up everywhere," and it's true. You create an environment that makes it profitable or possible for people to open up glass shops. They're going to open up glass shops. It's simple math. You want to make it political? Yeah, all right. Yeah, it is. But it's 16 years in the making, possibly more, because we had, really, honestly, you can go back to 1980. That America's been under siege of the socialist left. It's a real struggle. But the thing is, there is a soft balance. You can't live in a completely sanitized society without some issues. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do, as long as it doesn't inflict on the rights of others. That's the core values of a libertarian, and that's what I am. I'm not a Trumper. I'm definitely not a socialist. I like Donald Trump for one thing. He's got guts. The man he's got a set, and he says it's true, and it's true. He could be out golfing every day in Scotland right now. He doesn't need to do this. And you can believe him or not. You call him a tyrant, call him a orange doughboy. Oh, come on, grow up. His intentions are true. He wants to do what's best for America, and that includes all Americans. He makes comments off the cuff. He's a bombastic personality type. I'm not proud of that. Is he not? He's not a politician. He honestly wants to do right by America. Please don't. If someone's got an opinion on it, don't beat him up over it and say, "Oh, I'm out of here." You come up with these stupid comments, and I hate to say it's stupid comments, but it's stupid comments. You're not thinking it through. Make sure you're looking at both sides of the coin. Oh, Cindy, I'll answer your question. Oh, Ella, what a cute comment. Do you have to worry about hinge points on small sun caps? Absolutely. My mom made stuff 40 something years ago. I still have it. It's got an insane hinge on it. It's intact because she used perimeter support. She used the Hobby lead. We had they make Hobby lead of different tensile strength. I don't know, not many know this, but there are 1/8" ULED that has a high tensile to it. So basically, it's harder to bend the lead, but if you use tools and you take your time with it, it will bend for you, and it's a lot stronger than that rolled up Hobby U you see for sale in Hobby Lobby, that what have you. It's a high tensile 1/8". It's not impossible to bend with your hand, but it's difficult. You got to use a pair of little nippers to grab it and spin it, turn it. You got to use a hand tool. That or wire. Twisted wire is nice. But yeah, just throw the wire on it. You'd be done with it. That sun catcher should be sitting around for, say 100 years, 50 years easily. Right, Cindy, I love to learn how to create my own patterns. Not printing them or using them, but how to create them. Oh, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, Cindy, it all starts with a sketch. I have a simple clipboard, one I've had for years, and you have an idea, and I've taken a window that's 6 feet wide, laid it out on an 8.5 by 11. Just start sketching. Use a high H lead, like a 4H, that's easy to erase. The softer leads in the mechanical pencils work really well. They erase easily. They also, when you're feathering in a thought or design, feather in harder on each layer of every stroke of your pencil, just to determine where you want your lines to be. Erase it where you need to, and fine tune it. There are different ways. You could use transfer paper, graphite, or you can scan it into the computer, clean it up that way, reshape it, resize it, reprint it. And here's a real good trick that I just stumbled on. I bought a $85 HP laser printer that prints 1 million prints. The cartridges are $12. Not 1 million. It prints a lot. Over 1,000. And the nice thing is, I could print what I sketched up, import it into your computer, using your phone. Print it. You could tone down the contrast to lighten it up a little bit. Print it, and the ink from the LaserJet printer can be erased. Not like an inkjet. Inkjet was smudge and smear. LaserJet, you can actually erase it, which is amazing. I just stumbled on that. I said, I got to change something. I said, I wish I could erase it. I put the eraser on. I was like, it took it off. I'm like, oh, jeez, look at that. But yeah, just you start with a hand sketch. It's that eye-hand thing, and when you get the feel of a design, and don't try to nail it in one shot. Tweak it, come back. You could point to me some vids on how to create the cartoons and actually draw a pattern. Oh, I have a few. I have a few on YouTube. Some tutorials. I am a Macintosh person. I show ways of digitizing artwork and doing what I just said, printing it, erasing it, manipulating a pattern. There are many different ways to go about it, but again, it all starts with a concept. You just start sketching something, and what you want to try to do is when you are coming up with an idea, like I said, don't nail it in one shot. Do a section. Draw, if you're going to do like an apple tree or something, draw the apple, right? And then take that apple, scan it with your phone, put it in the computer, Now you could take that apple and do whatever. You could flip it, move it, spin it, and then draw your tree. You know, say I want to put a couple apples, change the sizes, shapes, and you can import the tree, and then move the apple anywhere you want in the tree. Add things to it, print it. You know, print it when you're happy, and go back and draw a little bit more on it, and keep going until you get to a point where you're really happy with the pattern. And what I've done is I've then printed that and go over it with a gel pen. And this is in one of my tutorials. Some crazy reason, the Pilot G207, that's what I use. This Pilot pen, it not only runs really smooth off the point, which is, it's, you know, if you take like a regular Papermate, it kind of skips, and it's not fluid out of the pen as much as a gel pen. And a gel pen also, when you scan a gel pen image, the gel itself in the gel pen, the color becomes very, you can manipulate it easily. For what I'm saying is you could take areas of, you know, you could take a gel pen and draw over a hand sketch pencil drawing, and all the pencil areas can be easily removed by using a gel pen overlay and removing background using alpha filters. And it's there's a lot more to it, but that's what you're doing. So you remove background filters, will actually remove the pencil part and leave the gel pen. And then there are many times I've taken a manipulated gel pen drawing and printed it again, just to go over a little heavier with the gel pen, just to really define it. So, you know, it's like I said, don't nail it in one shot. It may take a few steps. And other patterns I've done right on the computer. I didn't even have to draw it. It just, you know, there's software now. Apple makes, if you don't have a Macintosh or iPad, PC, you're kind of limited what you can do. I mean, it sounds crazy, but Apple, it's not crazy. Apple is designed for graphic artists, photographers, you know, media people. It's for, Apple is a creative formatted computer. PC is for, you know, doing programs. You know, you could do CAD on it, but you know, you're not going to achieve all the beautiful aspects of using a Mac computer with the True Color technology and the ease of use. I can't express that enough. Apple, you know, using their software, their formatting, how the computer works, how it integrates with your iPhone, and the possibilities are endless. I just heard I'm a Procreate user, which Procreate is a digital design software. It really makes Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and all those fancy thousands of dollars, and you know, you got to pay for subscriptions. You could throw all that out, because the Pixelmator Pro that I use, it was a one-time purchase of $50. Now this could be good news or bad news, but Apple just bought Pixelmator. I mean, it is that good. The software is that good, and it runs so effortlessly on a Mac computer. I mean, don't take my word for it. It's what I use to make my patterns. I could take any design, change it in any way I want, you know, just by nudging a line, you know, bumping, moving, coloration. I got glass tiles. I mean, so much you can do with Pixelmator. So if you're serious about doing patterns, hand sketch, it has to come from, you know, your brain to your hand to a pencil point, to a paper. And unfortunately, that's the creative part of it. You know, you can use things to stimulate your creativity. You know, like looking at something, whether it be something in nature or a stained glass window, just for inspiration. Kind of get a concept started on your own. Be unique, and go from there. But just don't give up. Keep, get your. I'm not selling a Mac computer. Oh, actually, I am. But get a Mac. Get rid of PC. You got a Dell. You got HP. You got HP's for printing. Get an Apple computer. They're very reasonably priced. They're fast. They don't. They're user friendly. They're just all the above. You can't tell that to a Windows person. They say, "Ah, you don't know what you're talking about." I say, "Yeah, I do. What do you got?" Anyway, you look at you look at an iPhone. They got the Retina display. You're seeing real, true color. It's like perfect color. Say, well, look at that beautiful color. Look how beautiful it looks on my phone. But when I put it on my computer, it looks like garbage. Well, if you have a PC, it will look like garbage, because PC does not have the patented technology needed for true color. It's called Apple Color Sync True Color technology. It's patented. Only Apple can use it. And that's why when I look at my computer, and my Studio Pro monitor died on me a couple months ago. And it really upset me. It's $1,000 monitor. But I said, well, let me get something temporary. So I bought an $80 Acer monitor, 20-inch monitor. I figured, well, at least I'll be able to see what I can do. Well, this Acer monitor, it blew away my expectations. It's like I'll buy it again at that point, because the color, it pulled up the all the colors that I needed, and that I'm used to using with my Apple computers. And it's not the monitor; it's in the billions of colors, and the resolution is high, very clear. But it's the computer that's pumping out the color. It's my Mac. I have a Mac Mini, a $600 computer that they don't die. I don't throw them out. I just every 5-8 years I buy a new one, because I'm a computer geek. I got the latest one is a solid state drive. I could have a complete shutdown of my computer. Turn off the lights, start it up, count to 5. The thing's up and running, and Siri asking me what I want. It literally 5. I mean, all right, 8 seconds with solid state hard drive. You pair that with cloud. You got Apple Cloud. It costs me $10 a month. I got, I don't know, 3 terabytes of storage. I mean, it's just insane. So anything you do on your computer is automatically saved and updated in the cloud. Never lose it. All of my patterns, if I look for it, it could store it locally on my hard drive. I got a 2T backup. But what the computer does, it says, all right, well, you don't need that now. It's been idle for a couple of weeks. We're going to throw it up in the cloud for you, so you don't have to, use up resources. I mean, a computer still relies on resources. Storage. It runs even faster. It doesn't blip. Doesn't have a little skip in it if you have a clean amount of storage on it. My Mac will hiccup every now and then, only when it's doing the full backup to my 2 terabyte drive. It's called Time Machine. So what it's doing, it's taking my whole computer and backing it up every day, and I know when it happens because I get a little hiccup. But that's expected. It's taking my whole computer and basically reformatting it over on an external drive. So yeah, pencil, paper, Get yourself a mechanical pencil. Get some gel pens. Get one of those pink erasers, about 3 inches long. They last forever, and that's going to be your eraser for your sketching. Get a HP printer, $80. Laser, black and white. You don't need color. Color printers. What do you need it for? You don't need it. You got your phone. You say, hey, look at this. Hey, you're going to present anything in color, do brochures or whatever. Yeah, it's like dated already. Unless you're doing that, get a real expensive color printer, laser. But for pattern purposes, it's $80. I said, all right. I got to start printing stuff. And, I had the Epsons and this HP printer, $12 for a cartridge. And the thing, you could buy two on eBay for $22. And it probably lasts me a year and a half. Never do that with an Epson ink thing, dude. I remember the Epson print. Every 2 weeks, I'm spending $30 on ink. This HP LaserJet, it's the cheapest one they make. It's Bluetooth, hooks up to your phone. It's wireless. It goes everywhere. It's fast, and it hooks right to your network. My son uses it. I had a printer going. My son's printing something from upstairs, so it's all around perfect printer, and you can erase the prints. That's big. I'm here to help, Cindy. I'm always available if you have a question. Check out my YouTube channel on how to design with a Mac. You're going to find it to be very helpful. Take a look at Pixelmator Pro. They have a short version, Pixelmator. It has less features, but nonetheless it does a lot that you may want to do. It works on an iPad. It works on a Mac. I don't think it works on a PC. PCs, they have their own. You spend the $500. Go get Adobe Light Premiere or something. You don't need that. Plus, get the headache from PCs when you're trying to manipulate files. And you're wondering, is it compatible with my iPhone? Do I got to buy one of those Androids? No. Use your iPhone. The scanning feature of your iPhone is insane. You open up, the iWorks, or it used to be called AppleWorks. It's now, then it changed it to iWorks. Now it's Pages. It's a Pages app. It looks like a pen in an orange square. Click on that. Open it up, and in the document, create new document, and then if you have an iPad, tap, insert, or it'll say how. You take a picture of it. You say scan document. Scan a document. You hold your phone up over the document, and it'll correct the sizing for you, and boom, take it, and next thing you know, it's on your computer in a perfect scanning. And if you were a little off, it straightened it out for you. So you can hold it up straight. Just, you could do auto. You could do manual where you hit the button. I leave it on auto. Most of my scannings are just to digitize my artwork. And if you haven't scanned with your phone to Pages app, if you haven't done it, you are in for a real surprise. And this is only done on a Mac computer or iPhone. You could do it on your phone too, but it's kind of small. But, iPad. I have an iPad. I don't use it. I use my Mac Mini. That's it. I'm going to close off. I'm sorry for going long, guys. Actually, it wasn't that long. It was healthy. Please, if you subscribe to my channel, you'll get all the updates when I go live immediately. You also, well, you'll be in the know. But whenever I do go live, I do make announcements on the forums. Congratulations to everybody who well, everybody. It's not single-sided. I just really would like to say, I mean, it's a good day. And with that, I'm signing off.